October 19th. We've had some success here, so I'm going to go through it just so that if anybody else is trying to get one of these controllers to work and they have troubles, they kind of see what a normal sequence looks like. So the wiring change, we changed the controller out to the other one, serial number is 50. We have the primary contactor, which is this one, which is on the hot side, or the positive side, is connected to the red wire, and the gray wire is connected to the contactor on the negative side. Apparently both of those have to be there. I think the last time I tried this controller I only had one contactor. For some reason I thought it was optional. So we have a 36 volt pack, one of the batteries on a charger. We've got 2 gigavac EV200s, one on the positive, one on the negative. I also have a manual disconnect switch and a 300 amp fuse, just in case. My switches have changed. I've got a battery disconnect for the key switch. And I've got an emergency stop for the start signal, which means it has to be activated or open in order for there not to be a start signal. When we twist it, it's going to turn on. So we're going to go through the whole thing. We're going to give power to the controller. We're off right now, so we give power to the controller. The interface module powers up, gives you a temperature. We have a blinking red and an amber. We've got a red light over here that shows that we have faults. So inside error management display, we have no current faults. We have a history of 17. So I'm going to turn the ignition on, which then shows us a historical blank codes. I'll just read for you. I have a current of 1, 2, and a historical that isn't there. So I'm going to go back into display errors. It says 16 and 17. What I'm going to do is try and clear them. And that doesn't look like it worked very well. Just going to check that my keyboard's plugged in properly. Do that again. Code still exists. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go down to the third one, and what I see is the B channel is going to 0.19, and I don't believe it's supposed to go below 0.2. So what I'm going to do, as a kludge, I'm just going to hit the accelerator a teeny bit, and then I'm going to clear the codes and see if that helps. Okay, we've got it all cleared successfully. We'll go back to the display. You see the blinking green. You see an amber. So I'm going to twist this and give a start signal. Okay, so what you heard is this click on and off, that click on and off, then they both stay on. At least I think they both stayed on. Nope, perhaps they didn't. Let's go see what we got for a fault. Still got the same error. Try to clear it. Okay, doesn't like it. We're going to activate it. Sometimes it doesn't like the accelerator to be pressed and the ignition to be on when we clear the errors. So here, that would be a good reason. Turn the high voltage on. There we go. And then now I've got my throttle at 3%. I'm going to rotate this. Okay, that snap, snap, snap is what you're expecting to hear. I still have a red light, but the controller goes to solid green. I've got 38 volts on my DC bus, which is coming from the batteries. I got 0 volts going out. I got 4.3 on my throttle. If I drop my throttle down to 0, you will see that a red light shows up there, but it didn't trip, so everything's still okay. I've got a fault, but I can continue running. At least it has been letting me run. So we're going to turn the throttle up. I've got a couple of volts, and you see the motor's starting to turn. I put a little red or yellow piece of tape on there so you can see it turning. So we're doing 35, 40 amps. I got 5 or 6 amps in at 38 volts on the batteries. I got 35 amps and 8 volts going out. And the current from the batteries is gradually increasing. I'm up to 9. I got 12 amps in, 10 amps in at 36 volts. And I'm up at 14 volts out at 25 amps. I'm not sure how fast I want to turn this thing. So that's what it's supposed to look like. You let go of it and it goes back down to 0.